regulations at that, because COVID was really kind of dystopian. And going back to kind of, I think you'd mentioned foreign government influence using bots. The one thing that's been interesting is in our investigation, so like taking now my task force hat off and going into actually problems that we see right now happening. You saw this like massive a couple of weeks ago rift that was taking place between the American people specifically on immigration, and all of a sudden these like pop-up riots. I actually called them the Temu riots, like the Temu Chinese app, because it came out via actually this woman, her name's Data Republican on X, and she actually tracked down the funding line. And what was happening was the Chinese government was basically propping up this billionaire, American billionaire, Neville Singham. And actually, he was donating money to organizations like Party of Socialism and Liberation. And they were actually funding a lot of these riot pop-ups in the area. So